First order of business is to take the items out of the package and make sure that they fit on the vehicle. We call this dry fitting. So we got the package open, and we're going to hold them right up. You got to pay special attention to where it meets the mirror. This one rests right on top of the mirror shroud. Some actually go underneath. This one's resting on the mirror shroud. It's resting neatly on the painted surface and right down behind the mirror, the window rubber. We can set this aside. And we try the same with the back one. We're going to try to match the body line. If you look, this is on a slight angle. You're going to want it to kind of match. Make sure any kind of dirt residue is taken off before you use the enclosed alcohol pads, because the package comes with alcohol pads, and we're not going to use them yet. We're going to spray a little Windex on a rag, and then we're going to wipe down the surface. Enclosed in the vent shade package is a typical alcohol pad. This is the type of pad that you would normally see used at a doctor's office. Regular isopropyl alcohol. You tear open the package after you cleaned it off with Windex, and you wipe it down, the alcohol pad. Now on the plastic parts, you just want to use the alcohol where necessary, because sometimes it could actually stain the black plastic around the mirror, so just use it where you know that it's going to be covered. On the painted surface, alcohol will not hurt the paint. Back here on the black part, some vehicles don't have this, but if it does, just use it where it's going to be covered. Same thing for the back. The next thing we use is here at our shop anyway, at Cyclevan, is a adhesive promoter. It's an extra chemical that makes the double-sided adhesive on the back of the vent shade bite into the surface better. We've had no instances of the adhesive coming off on the Rainguards once we use this product. It's not generally enclosed in products such as vent shade, but we take the extra step because we like to ensure that we're not going to have to do work twice. I put a little bit of that adhesive promoter that I was showing you on a cloth, and I'm going to apply that in exactly the same way as we did the alcohol. Again, being careful, only to put it where the rain guard is going to cover it. Okay, we're getting these rain guards ready to put on, and taking an extra second, actually a few seconds, to inspect the adhesive on the back is always a good idea. The adhesive is stuck right on the back. It's pretty much ready to go. Sometimes you have bubbles. You want to press them out. You want to just run your finger down it, press that adhesive on. Even though the factory does it, you want to make sure that it's really on. In this case, it looks pretty good. There is one little thing I like to correct. It's kind of minuscule, but it makes a difference when you're picky. Is the adhesive is hanging past a little bit better, a little bit more past than where it should. Right here you can see it. So we're going to want to trim that. Now when you see it from the front, it doesn't have that. Next, we're ready to put this on. I'm just peeling the front section. There's a little section right by the mirror. And I'm going to peel the back section. And a little bit of the upper section. Bend that like that so this sticks up. Bend that like that so it sticks up. Now you've already dry fit these. They fit good. We know where we're putting them. So we're going to put that right back where we wanted them. Keep it away. You get the front one. Get the front one pressed right where you want it. That's right where I want it. It's right even with the edge. This piece of release paper is sticking out like we want it. And the back one, there's a little ridge here that matches to the body line ridge. It's beautiful. Very nice fit. These happen to fit very, very nicely. You want to stretch that out so that we're close. We're not going to stick this yet. And we pop that down. So we got the front and back located nice. This is laying just how we like it. Everything is right like where it's supposed to be. Now, since these are pressed in place front and back, we pull this away, we pull the release paper, and discard it. We let that back down gently to where it's going, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, and then you can take your finger and run it right down. Gently rest it where you want it. We're fortunate in this particular application because there's a little ridge here that locates this. Sometimes we have flexibility as to where this goes up or down, but this is going to land nicely in line with the front one. But if this didn't have this little ridge, we would put the front one on like we did, make sure it was nice and straight, and then start the very front of the back door in line, like we're doing here, and push it down, and then we would have put the back like this, and we would have looked at it to make sure that it was level. In this particular case, we have no choice. The product is designed to go right where this ridge is. These two ridges line up, and we're going to do the same procedure without a whole lot of fuss. Okay, lastly, which is kind of important, especially when the weather's cold, is you're going to use a heat gun to warm up the adhesive area. Even though everything's applied, we can warm it up right through the rain guard and then press it down one more time. This little step makes a big difference, again, especially in the cold climates or cold time of the year. This is not a hair dryer, although you could use a hair dryer, but this thing is quite a bit hotter. You got to be careful with this. But we're going to give it a little bit of heat, and then we're going to press it in with the rag. The potential to actually make this too hot, it does exist. So you want to make sure that it gets pretty warm to the touch, but not too hot. Nice and warm to the touch. And once it is, you're going to press it. I use a rag now at this point, now that it's warmed up, and I put it right on my thumb and press it on. I also can use a roller. It's a little roller that's used for multiple tasks around the shop, and you can roll this on too. Just got to be careful that the edge of the roller doesn't scratch the plastic. This roller that we're using is a soft rubber roller. It's not a hard plastic roller, and it really concentrates the pressure on that adhesive area. Using the heat gun also warms the body metal as well as the plastic, and the adhesion is as optimum as it can be. Obviously, if you're doing this in the summertime and the car's nice and warm, that's not a real big issue. But you do want to press it down with either your finger nice and hard with the rag, or if you have a roller such as this, you're good to go.